I just always had that natural type of personality, and I didn't have parents that ever held me back. And so it wasn't until I had to think about it, what really attributed to my success, that I really came across the word naive. And like you said, I've never seen anybody talk about it. And the interesting thing is I'll say it to some people when they do something amazing. I'll be like, dude, you are so naive. I love that you did that. And they're like, what? What do you mean I'm naive? And I'm like, you didn't know that was going to happen when you said you were going to start a business when you didn't have a lot of money or experience, but you did it anyway, right? Well, that's naive of you to do that, right? Aren't you glad you're naive? And they're like, dude, you are weird, but yeah, I guess you're right. And I'm like, sometimes I like to put a little spin on it, because most people do use it in the negative thing, but in the reality, there's a positive side of it as well that I wish more people would talk about.
Yeah, I like that. I love like getting new words to define things. And here's what popped in my head. And I do not watch a lot of television, but my wife and I watched the Ted Lasso series that was fairly popular. And there was something that he said. There's a famous scene. In fact, if you Google it, you can actually watch it, where he talks about being curious. And it's a dart scene where he's playing darts and all that. But he talks about how important it is to be curious. And I think that being naive and curious, while they're not maybe siblings, they're cousins. It's related to just be curious about things. Don't take things as they are. Don't believe that the world is set and fixed. There's new things and new things out there. And I'll tell you, that fits so well into the general theme of what we do, which is redefining success in a lot of ways. I do want to tie that word in, because you mentioned it. You mentioned success earlier, and you said success for most people has to do with dollars. And, later you had to revisit that, but tie in the word success with naivety, because one of the things that we do here is we try to blow up some of the paradigms related to success. We try to blow up the title, the job, the role, the bank account related to success. Can you mash those two together? Is that you can handle that too. Talk to us about success. Yeah.
Well, sure. I think when you say redefine success, I think that most people just have never even defined it in the first place. One of the things, especially with me mentoring startup entrepreneurs, is one of the things that they don't ever think about is where are they trying to go? And so when I say, where are you trying to go? What are you trying to get to? And I get the deer in the headlight looks, and I say, how do you know you're going to be successful if you don't have a target?